That was some of the best seafood I've had in a very long time. It was a wonderful combination of meaty but flaky. It was firm and had wonderful texture.
It's a nice thing to be able to sell to a consumer, letting them know that there's a sustainability piece and that there's a green element to what they're eating.
So I have scaled our Kahala amberjack, and it's a great fish. So I scaled it, and I've allowed it to dry out a little bit, firms up the flesh, and just makes for a great product. We're going to prepare this 3 ways. So I'm going to utilize the loin, the collar, and then the trim meat we're going to turn into ceviche. So we're going to do this 3 ways, and I'm really, really excited to process this fish. So once again, we've got our Kahala amberjack. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove both fillets, and then we're going to remove the collars off this fish. And we're going to utilize all of this product in 3 different ways in this dish I'm about to prepare. You can see that this is just a great fish to work with. Just melts across. Look at that. Look at that gorgeous marbling, that fat content on that. It's going to be delicious. The other side. Great fillet. So now we're going to remove our collars. And that collar just peels right out. And natural separation. Right there. Like I said, this has just some lovely rich fatty meat. We're going to deep fry this in a little rice flour, and it is just going to be something special. So we're going to process this fillet. I think that it's such a gorgeous fish that we are going to use the skin on it. Tranche of that fish, and that's going to be one of our components. Now, the other portion of the loin, we're actually going to take it off the skin. This is where we're going to get the product for our ceviche. Because with the fatty nature of this fish, it's just absolutely wonderful. It's going to take all those flavors that we were talking about earlier and pull them all together and just really be fantastic. So for our deep fried collars, we are going to make some rice flour, a seasoned rice flour. For that, we're going to use some basmati rice. I've got some black peppercorns, some cumin, coriander, mustard seed, and this absolutely wonderful Urfa chili flake from Spice Walla. Great chocolatey coffee notes, going to combine really well with that. So we're going to grab our mock mill here, combine all our spices. with our rice. Give that just a little mix. Now we're going to turn this on. And we're going to get our nice fresh rice. And if you don't have one of these great grain mills, you certainly can use store-bought rice flour and season it however you would like. We're going to throw a little salt in here. Make sure it's seasoned wonderfully. And that's good to go. So now we're going to make our chimichurri sauce for our fried collar. And in our chimichurri sauce, we're going to put some fresh basil. Chimichurri is just a great herb sauce. You got some oregano in here. We've got cilantro. And we're just going to put these in whole, and this is going to puree down into just a delicious sauce. Stems are fine. Not going to hurt anything at all. Throw a little garlic cloves in here. And I had added cilantro, parsley, fresh basil, oregano, garlic, and then we're going to add the juice and zest of a lime. Make it nice and vibrant. Once again, this is going to go on our fried collar, which is going to be fatty by nature, and this is going to help cut through all of that fat and just make for a great, great finished product. All right, we have that in there. We're going to add some sherry vinegar. And then finally, we're going to add a good amount of extra virgin olive oil. Salt, pepper. Touch of crushed red pepper flake. And then we're going to process this in our Vitamix. And we're using this handy little beaker. It has this attachment. This is great for all kinds of small products. Just a lovely option. Pick this little gift up from... I learned about this product from one of MasterChef Ford's classes. So this is a great item. Pop this on here. Give it a spin. We have our vibrant chimichurri sauce we're going to utilize for that dish. All right, so we just finished up blending the chimichurri. You can see how just wonderful and vibrant that is. Very fresh, lots of great herbs. Going to pair just wonderfully with this dish. One of the additions that we're going to have as part of this plate is a roasted corn puree. So we're going to take our corn on the cob, which is in season down here in Florida right now, char this up on the grill all beautiful. Then we're going to remove those kernels and get a great little puree on that, and that'll be delicious with this dish. So this corn is nice and charred. I'm going to pull that off the grill and then let that cool down for just long enough to be able to handle it. And then we're going to shuck this and turn it into beautiful corn puree, roasted corn puree. So we've got our fresh roasted sweet corn in here. We're going to add heavy cream to this just to cover. And then some fresh ground coriander. And of course a touch of salt. A little bit of white pepper. And we're just going to put this over here on the control freak and bring this up to a simmer. And then when it comes up to a simmer, we're going to puree this, strain it out, weigh it, add a touch of xanthan gum, and this is going to be the base to our plate. So this puree has come to temperature, and it's right where we need it to be. So we are going to puree this. We're going to use this same Vitamix base to puree this. You want to let this cool down just a touch. It doesn't like super hot foods. With a small amount, probably not going to hurt us terribly. It's not perfect. Gently open it up. Oh, it smells wonderful. So we're going to strain this so it's all nice and smooth. And then after we strain it, we're going to weigh it out, and we're going to add 0.5% by weight of xanthan gum to this mixture, and that's to help it set up on the plate beautifully. The winter time is corn season down here in Southwest Florida, so we get some just gorgeous corn that we're able to utilize. We're very happy about having. Perfect. Give that a little weight right there. Looks like we have 150 grams. Let me get our xanthan gum. Add 3/4 of a gram. chrysanthemum directly to this. And then curate once again. And now we have our finished sauce. This is a great product. So what we have here is cauliflower. This is cauliflower where the heads have gone to seed. And so these are just blossomed cauliflower. And they have a cauliflower flavor, but it's almost sweeter, more floral. It's really quite delicious. And Farmer Mike's, a local farm here, which we receive a lot of our produce from, is great on the forefront of sustainability and making sure that we are utilizing product that would otherwise go to waste. And what a great opportunity to use something that really is not thought of, but wow, just delicious. These cauliflower blossoms. I've got a great lime here. We're going to use fresh lime zest as well as lime juice to get the optimal flavor for our ceviche. Perfect medium. When in Florida, use Florida citrus, right? We've got a great partnership with a farm in the area called Farmer's Mike. And Farmer Mike's produce just brings us all these amazing products. You know, we do all our own lime juice and lemon juice and citrus and everything here at the club. So it's great to be partnered up with a local purveyor that can get us the freshest of the fresh, and we love that. So a little lime juice and zest going in this product. So we're also going to add just a little bit of shaved pickled Fresno peppers to that ceviche. Add a little heat. And it adds beautiful color as well, but it's just going to add that zip that makes it all come together just ever so nicely. And then this is also going to be the pepper that we're pickling to add to the fried collard. And that should also be just delicious. And a pickled Fresno just goes so wonderfully with fried food. Cuts through all that rich fattiness, cuts through those oils, brightens everything up. And when you're dealing with a fatty fish like this, it just works very, very well. So we're excited to present that with the product. So I did a quick pickle on some red onions. And though I'm not demoing the process for this specifically, you want to get the darkest red onions you can. We're going to make a sachet, a little juniper berry, bay leaf, peppercorn, a touch of cinnamon, rice wine vinegar, sugar. Bring that to a boil. Pour that over the top of your onions, and then let that cool down. You'll have a great quick pickle. And we're going to be putting this in our ceviche as well. This is going to give it a little acidity, counter the sweetness of the mango, and also help work through the richness of this fantastic fish. Here we've got some fantastic honey mangoes. I love honey mangoes. They are just so sweet and have a beautiful tropical floral scent to them. Really sweet, lovely texture. And we're going to be putting this in our ceviche. And it's just going to add a great contrasting element. Once again, we've got these mangoes. Lovely tropical fruity addition to this ceviche that we're going to be producing. So the final product that we're going to add to this ceviche is this absolutely gorgeous red liquid. And what I have here is a lacto-fermented raspberry juice. And this is going to add umami and fresh fruit flavors. We're going to go with salt from this product, and so excited to use. This is something that we produce here. Raspberries, use any fruit that you want. 2% salt by weight, and then it gets into a cryovac bag and ferments for 5 to 7 days, depending on the ambient temperature. But just what a gorgeous liquid that is, and so much flavor packed into that. Great product. So we're going to make the Kahala ceviche now, and for the ceviche we have our diced Kahala amberjack. To that we're going to add some fresh mango, our pickled onions, our lime juice, and then we're going to add our fermented raspberry juice. We're going to season that with salt, pepper, a touch of chili flake, and then we're just going to let this have a little rest while we finish the rest of this dish up. What we have here is one of our homemade corn tortillas. And we're just going to cut some nice strips out of this. We'll fry these. This will be a great garnish for our ceviche. That's perfect. All right, so we're going to finish cooking the rest of this dish and get to plating in a moment. So we have our beautiful collar here. All right, we're going to dredge our collar in our homemade freshly milled rice flour mixture. And then this is going to go into 350-degree oil. Of course, we're using our polyscience control-free to give us the perfect cook on this Kahala amberjack collar. This won't take long at all. It's relatively thin, 2, maybe 3 minutes. Just until it floats. We want it just perfectly tender. So much fat in this collar, it's just going to be quite wonderful. And then after we're done with this, we're going to get our saute pan on. We're going to sear off our loin, and then we're going to get to plating this fantastic dish. And I think that's just about right where she needs to be. I'm going to take that out. Hear that nice crisp coating on there. Salt, touch of pepper, and that's going to be ready to plate in just a minute. So what we have here is our loin of Kahala amberjack from Hawaii. Beautiful product. This is a beautiful product from Forever Ocean. It is a farmed Hawaiian amberjack, and just a really nice product. Very, very happy with that. We're going to sear that skin side down. We're going to throw a little oil in this pan. Get this nice and crispy. Hold butter to that pan. Put the garlic and thyme. That skin is almost bubbling up like a cracker. Fantastic. Beautiful. All right, so now we're going to start our final plate up for our Kahala amberjack, and we're going to begin with our corn puree. This is our trio. So our corn puree is going to tie our dish together very nicely. That's our corn puree, and then this is going to get that delicious collar. We'll finish off with our chimichurri. And then we will go to that lovely piece of seared loin. And of course, that fresh and vibrant ceviche. And we're going to want to come in here, grab some of those pickled Fresnos. season these cauliflower buds up. A little extra virgin olive oil, a touch of calamansi lemon vinegar, and of course a little salt and pepper. Finally into our ceviche. With our raw Fresno. Little fried corn chips. And we're going to add just a little bit of micro cilantro. Again, working locally. And our final item, that's the corn cracker. There you have it. The Kahala amberjack, 3 ways: collar, loin, ceviche.